All right, so once again, we are at DeSales University in the WDSR studio, and Music Fest is approaching for Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I lived in Bethlehem for like 4 years. You'd think I'd learn how to spell it.
Spay it, yeah.
I knew
Spay and neuter your intros.
I knew as soon as I said it, you were going to catch me on it. Grammar Nazi. But anyway, as I said, Music Fest is quickly approaching. We didn't get to go to it last year, but this year, Adam and I are going to be covering a bunch of concerts and comedy shows and stuff like that. But on the note of comedy shows, I guess you can kind of say she is I don't want to say the warm-up act, because that doesn't really live up to potential. But she is the pre-show for Music Fest, and she is happening...
The kickoff.
That's the better word.
Okay.
But she is going to be performing at Steel Stacks on Thursday, which means by the time you listen to this, you missed it. Unfortunately. But we've been promoting the hell out of it for the past 2 weeks, so you should have been there to lend your support. Please welcome to the podcast, comedian Liz Russo.
Yay!
Hi, yay! It's me, Liz Russo. Hi.
We'd ask you how the show went, but you don't know yet.
I don't know yet. Yeah. I imagine it will be awesome.
Yeah.
Have you done?
It usually is.
Have you done Steel Stacks before?
I have done Steel Stacks before. I headlined around the same time last year.
Okay.
And have done other smaller shows there, and also in the other room. I opened for Jim Florentine, who's a friend of mine as well. So.
Which room are you in?
I will be in the actual Frank Banco Ale House Cinemas.
Yeah, that's the one. I haven't been there yet in that room, but...
Have you ever seen a movie in there?
No, but I've walked by it. So
okay,
close enough.
They have great films there too, which is really neat. But it's definitely different doing stand-up comedy in a movie theater. It's a little bit like giving a lecture at college because it has that stadium seating, and
Well, I mean, it would almost be, I guess, kind of similar to performing at like Tower Theater or State Theater in Easton, and it's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Kind of.
Except you have a big movie screen behind
State Theater's probably bigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger. But and it's cool because people can still buy, beer and snacks and sit there and watch you, and they get really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
Which can be good or bad.
Yeah, we have a theater like that, probably closer to you, Adam, I think, than me, but Collegeville's Movie Tavern, where you get dinner and drinks.
No, that's closer to you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like an hour from here.
All I remember is somebody getting bored at Les Miserables.
Imagine
Did you see it?
No, the film, no.
Good call.
Broadway, yes.
Well...
Someone who went to see it just because of Anne Hathaway.
I continue to say it was false advertising because she died in the first 5 minutes.
15.
Whatever.
You still had 2 hours and like 30 minutes to wait before she came back.
But she did come back. Anyway. Off of Les Mis.
And your Anne Hathaway fetish.
It's not a fetish.
It's not a fetish.
Although, if I have to say it's not a fetish, probably
it's
a fetish, yeah. Usually that's how it
Fascination.
Yeah.
Crush.
Close enough.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, that works.
Harmless, I'm sure.
And you're also, let's get back to...
Oh, yeah, back to me.
You're also going to be in Easton, is that...
Easton
So this will be up Monday, are we going to miss that too?
Yes.
Okay.
It will be Saturday. So Thursday of last week, I will have headlined Steel Stacks. All in the past tense. This is always good for a comedy when selling tickets.
But it's like you're talking in the future because it hasn't happened yet as of now.
That's so weird. We're in the future.
A number of different shows before.
This is like an out-of-body experience.
I am time traveling.
So we'll keep promoting
what?
But the Easton show is really cool. We do it every year, and the mayor of Easton, Sal Panto, asks me personally to put it together, and I produce the show and usually just host it, and then I have headline comics that come down, and it's a free show for the city of Easton and anybody who wants to come out, and it's in the Riverside Amphitheater, so it's outside. It's really cool.
How long have they been doing that?
This is our 4th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's supposed to be good weather too.
I'll tell you, I get really paranoid about the rain. I've been doing no rain dances, the opposite of every day.
So what hasn't happened yet?
Well, I'll be at the Laugh Your Asheville Off Comedy Festival.
Yeah, we did talk about that last week.
So that's...
I assume that's in Asheville.
It is in Asheville, North Carolina. My parents live there, so it's also a good double duty. I can spend some time with mom and dad and then do comedy to keep me sane.
Are you from there?
No.
Oh,
I
so you're
grew up
from
in Easton, but they retired and moved down that way, so...
somewhere warmer.
Yeah, they really like it. And the festival is great. It's non-competitive, and it's a really cool festival to showcase in. And I'll be at the Out of Bounds Comedy Festival in Austin, Texas, which is far, far away. What else is local? This is like the only local week I've had in a really long time. Yeah.
Poorly timed.
I'm not usually local. I mean, it's cool because, I grew up in Easton, so I like to do as many, local things as possible. So.
But that's good for you that you're out traveling.
Oh, yeah.
You're not,
yeah.
I don't want to say stuck here, but.
I always say, like, I'm a national comedian. I just work, I just live locally.
Yeah, you've done Helium a few times. We talked about that, too, last week. How do you like that? Because we've had few people, I think, right before they were going to Helium?
Well, Greg Proops, when we spoke to him, was right before Helium.
Yeah.
I went to his show afterwards. And...
Unfortunately, I've only done some amateur things at Helium, not any paid feature shows
You
there.
opened for, is that where you opened for Gilbert Gottfried?
No, that was
somewhere else.
That was down the Jersey Shore at a place.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't work there anymore, so I don't want to give them any
That's fine.
Any
credit
That's
whatsoever.
fine, yeah.
That was a little... Yeah, that's interesting. But anyway.
We'll just call it Comedy Club
Why
A.
I don't work there anymore, but...
Comedy Club A.
Yeah.
And you were just at Parks, too, weren't you, down in Philly?
Parks Casino. I've been there a couple of times. That's a really good show to do. It's a Wednesday, so it's really fun.
Were you there with Joe Conklin?
Yes.
Okay.
It's his show.
It's every Wednesday night. Yeah, he does Parks.
Yeah. So that's cool.
We tried getting him on before and kind of flaked on us, but
really?
Anyway, yeah.
I'll talk to him.
It was scheduling. It wasn't anything he did intentionally, but
yeah.
Is you said it was Wednesday, so it's good. Is Wednesday like a really good comedy night? Usually,
well,
I would think like weekends are.
Yeah, weekends I'm usually booked, a lot in advance, and Fridays and Saturdays I try to fill those as often and as possible, as quickly as possible as I go down. So Wednesdays are great because I don't have a day job. Comedy is my full-time job. So a paid Wednesday is sweet.
A good day.
Yeah. It's a good day. Midweek, And it's close, which is great too. Yeah. It's actually right next to my rehab. So that's fun.
That's a smooth transition right into rehab.
Yeah, because, well,
Well, yeah, you are a recovering alcoholic, correct?
I am.
How long now?
4.5 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
Just over. Thank you.
Obviously.
I went to Live and Grin in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. So Parks Casino is also in Bensalem.
That's got to be tough, though, performing in clubs and casinos. Is it?
It can be. It was early on in my recovery. I had to give myself a little bit of a break.
But now it's kind of easier.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing comedy for about 15 years since I graduated college. And both drinking and non-drinking. Non-drinking, then not drinking again, pretty much over the 15 years. So, as once my sobriety was strong, I could get back in the game. But, you kind of have to build up from scratch again once you're,
Yeah, and I mean, on your YouTube page, people can see some of what you have to offer, and we talked about that last week. But it's cool that you can...
to get a good video. I almost don't want people to watch my videos because I'm like, come out and see a show.
Yeah.
I don't want it. And it's not just seeing the jokes in advance. It's just they don't know the vibe of what the audience was that night. And that's such an important aspect of live comedy.
I know there's a lot of comedians that really are against people with phones at comedy clubs because they'll be working on new material and it ends up on YouTube before they even have the chance to put it into a show that they're gonna that they're going to put up.
Yeah,
sometime.
definitely. So. When you're a famous comic, that I'm sure is a concern.
I would think it would be with any comic, though.
Not really.
No.
I mean, I don't really have all that notoriety, so it's, when someone films me, I don't know where it's going to go. I mean, It might resurface later when I'm rich and famous, whenever that will be. But, for now, it doesn't really do much. Yeah. But it's good because it means people are paying attention at least.
It's true.
They're watching and they're not playing Candy Crush, so that's always a good
Well,
sign.
you never know with the phone up. You never know what they're...
It could be a picture-in-picture phone where they're playing Candy Crush and videoing.
I was going to say, I can definitely play Candy Crush while I'm on the phone, so I don't know if you can take a video and do it. I'm sure you probably can.
Probably. That's
Or
what they'll do next.
Use my tablet.
We're not
to take a video.
multitasking enough in this world. We have to while driving. Do it while driving. Yeah. Eating.
Well, what I was saying before is that's kind of cool in a sense that you can still keep it humorous even with like something as serious as alcoholism.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of
And, I just worked this past weekend. I just came back. It was a 19-hour drive back
Yeah,
from
that's right.
Minnesota.
You're out in Minnesota.
And I did Michigan, and then went up to the UP of Michigan and then down to Wisconsin where I met Jack Link of Jack Link's Beef Jerky, which is awesome. He
cool.
he signed my check.
Did he
He
hook
was
you
the
up?
one who that it was his show and it was in what is it? Mayong, Wisconsin and whatever. So
Okay.
it was awesome
Is
to
it
meet him.
Mequon? Is that a city? Or is
It might be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've worked with some people in Wisconsin before, but the
Yeah.
cities are.
But it's far. It's very, very far
Yeah.
away.
You didn't.
And then I
wanna
went
fly?
to no, I went to Duluth, and then so I drove back from Duluth, and so it was a long. But I worked with two headliners. I was the feature act over the course of the run, and both headliners were also sober, and in recovery. So
Okay.
that's just great when you can do that. There's a lot of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very common.
Yeah.
Stand-up comics aren't the most stable, well-balanced people.
They say, you hear it often that comedy comes from a dark place.
Good comedy, for sure.
So,
For
yeah,
sure.
I mean, it's not all good comedy comes from dark places, but a majority of it comes from dark places.
For me, I always think, yeah, I mean, that's really why I got into comedy in the first place. And, Richard Pryor was always somebody that I loved because he could take pain and, use that to, for his humor. Same thing, Jerry Jewell, she had cerebral palsy. And when I was young, I remember seeing her on TV going, wow, that's so cool that she's doing so, she's doing stand-up comedy. She's on Facts of Life. She has cerebral palsy. She doesn't let that be a hindrance. She lets that be her strength, you know? And I think that's awesome. So that's something that I've always thought about. And, now I just have more material with being a recovering alcoholic who went to rehab, did my stint in jail, which I don't talk about as much yet, but hopefully I'll do a one-woman, one-act play and a book. So it's in my mind still, but because I did a year in jail, so I don't know any other female comics talking about jail time. So, and Orange is the New Black is a big hit, so I might as well jump on that gravy train.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That is definitely. I can't speak from experience, but I'm sure it's.
I can.
Yeah.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
You
We'll
guys
talk
have
about that
something in
afterwards.
common. Another thing you guys have in
let's
common.
explore.
Another thing you guys have in common that I realized.
We've
This is
both-
not a therapy session. We'll talk about that.
We've both pooped in front of people. Is that what we're saying?
That was the other thing, and there's another
never
one.
Put it that way.
You.
That's
guys,
all I think about when I think
Pooping
about
in front of
jail.
people?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just
Kind
Yeah,
of
I
try
guess
and forget that part.
Never really thought about
Yeah.
that.
I try not to now. It's fresh in my mind again. Thanks.
Was it like Oz?
squat and cough. Huh? That ring a bell? Yeah. I'm really good at peeing in a cup too. I have great aim.
I'm going to take
for
a break
girl.
from this part of the conversation. I'll let you guys go ahead.
Isn't this what your listeners want to hear? Come on.
The
It's
good stuff.
fascinating.
The good
You
stuff.
know what's funny too is I don't think I've ever mentioned that on the air too. I know I've
You
told
have now.
you about it.
You have.
Have I?
No, you have told me about it.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever
And
mentioned it on the air.
Now you've mentioned
That's
it.
right. Everybody who knows me knows. So.
Yeah. Well, and you know
What
what?
is it?
And that's interesting because for so many, and not to like get totally serious, but like for so many years, I tried to hide the fact that I was an alcoholic, whether I was struggling or whether I was sober or whatever, and hide the fact that I got 2 DUIs. I didn't want people to know that because I was embarrassed and ashamed, and all of that stuff really kept me sick and unable to move on. And once I outed myself and got healthy and talk about it with people, so many people come up to me after shows and go, that's me too, or I need to get help, or I've been sober 25 years, or whatever it is. You have that shared experience, and people can relate to a lot more than you think. You're not alone,
Yeah.
So same thing. I mean, we all have our demons, and we all have journeys that we're on, and hardships and struggles. So,
Well, who knows?
that's
I
it.
mean, something like that resonates home with some people could actually change their lives. at some point, like just you doing stand up about it.
Well, and that's really what I want to do as a stand up comic, and it is kind of how I started. I started because I got heckled at an improv show in college. I was doing improv and, with Mission Improbable is the troupe at American University.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
We love those troupe names, don't we? Yeah. So Mission Improbable, and we have some great alumni and everything. And, we were doing a show and playing a game called Celebrity Advice. And someone had to give me a celebrity, and a guy in the audience called me the fat girl from Wilson Phillips. And I wanted to die. And I was also 100 pounds heavier, and I had the bangs, and yeah, it was pretty spot on, but get more original, dude. Like, really? So anyway, but someone called me fat, and I was really upset. And, I went back to my dorm room, and I, cried and ate a cake. And then, I felt better after that.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, right. And then,
was this another college student that did this? Like somebody that we had to see later?
He was at every show, every single show. And we had like hundreds of people that would come out to these late night shows for these improv games. And, but anyway, so I was hosting the next week with kind of a monologue, like a Saturday Night Live type of thing. So I wrote some material, and I still use that material in my act about just about being overweight and whatever. But anyway, I came out singing Hold On for One More Day with a big box of donuts with like jelly coming down me and like whatever. And the guy came up to me after the show and he said, I really respect you for that. And it's good you could laugh at yourself. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just trying to be funny. He's like, I think you're awesome. And I was like, And a little light bulb went off and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to do stand-up comedy. I want to change people's minds. I want to challenge stereotypes and negative stigmas and all of that stuff and do it through whatever happens in my life and my personal story. So that's exactly what I continue to do, which is great.
In 15 years, you have to have had other hecklers over time too. Have you learned to kind of deal with them, or have you not?
I really haven't had any hecklers, not memorable ones anyway, that have done things or said things to me personally, like a personal attack like that felt like. I've had completely drunk, belligerent people in the audience, but I mean, that's everywhere,
Yeah.
And they get unruly and they get crazy. I mean, I don't let it get to me. It's weird because I feel like I'm one of the only comics that handles it in the way that I do. Like a lot of people get very angry and frustrated and come at it very aggressively. Mm. And I come at it as kind of like, I want to make that person my friend.
That's good. Some people are too sensitive.
Very sensitive.
And
I just don't, I'm like, listen, I get, and maybe that's the alcoholic part of me going, I get it, dude. Like, totally understand where you're coming from. You're in a blackout. You're not going to remember this tomorrow. It's cool.
I've been you before.
Yeah, I've totally been you. So I've been worse than you. So, it's like, when you come from that place of sort of empathy, it just changes the dynamic a whole lot more.
Right.
Instead of just yelling at somebody and being mean to them and being aggressive. That's not who I am as a person. So I stay true to that when I'm on stage too. And usually it works really well. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, I would be terrified doing stand up.
Really?
I think
what would terrify you? Like, what,
I don't know. It's weird because I majored in communications. I had to do speeches. I had to do all that, but still just being up. And I have no issue doing like a podcast, radio. But if I had to do this in front of like an audience, forget it. Although I will say, I said this earlier to somebody, a friend of mine. I was like, if I had to choose a type of comedy, I'd probably have to try improv because it's a little more off the cuff.
Yeah.
I try a little bit of writing here and there. Even on the podcast, I have a segment. It's called the Weekly Update, and I do a little bit. It's almost like the Weekend Update, kind of, if you couldn't tell from the name.
I could.
But, the written part of it's so difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
And coming up with like fresh material. I mean, for the Weekly Update, it's easy because I can find articles online.
Sure.
And that's something fresh every week. I got to imagine just
like
coming up with something out of nowhere to do in front of a bunch of people has to be.
You could do like monologue writing for like late night.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right.
And some people are writers. Some people are great writers. And I've seen comedians, stand-up comics get on stage and they write for some really good shows. And they are, in my opinion, just not performers, the writers.
Delivery's tough too.
It is. I mean, there's a lot of aspects that go into it. There are just a lot of factors for sure. Like, and the thing with the material for me, everything's from my own life. So, I mean, you live life. Life's hilarious, right? So it's like there's always something that's gonna,
And I've seen it the other way around too, where I've seen people who are great performers who attempt to write for television shows, and the television shows just don't.
No,
do that well
I can't write.
all.
I really can't write in another person's voice. I don't. It's just not my strong suit, and I know that. So I mean, that's why I write for me. And stand-up comics should write for themselves. If they don't, then they're just kind of actors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they're doing some with which is interesting because a lot of the comics now, if they're doing sketch, like say Amy Schumer, for example, like I'm sure she writes a lot of her material, but she can have writers now.
Right.
So I don't know how many of those jokes are.
Well, I mean, for example, you mentioned Amy Schumer, and have you had the chance to see Trainwreck
No.
at all?
Nope.
I found the movie hysterical, but I mean, one of the breakout shining people in that was LeBron.
Right.
And everything was written by Amy. So, I mean, it was Amy and Judd Apatow that wrote the script.
Yeah.
But it was more, I mean, obviously what he was saying wasn't written by him, but the way he delivered it made him funny.
And
But
it makes him
again,
a comedic actor.
Yes.
He can, people can do that. But yeah, I mean, when you're a stand-up comic, I think your heart has to be in it 100%. You have to really love it for so many reasons because you have to put up with a lot. Oh, I don't know, driving 19 hours home for I probably lost money on that run. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I just have such a passion and dedication for it, and you really have to. For me, I got into stand-up comedy because I have something to say. If you don't really have anything to say, or it's not going to be half an hour of something to say,
Do you carry a
probably
notebook
should
around?
do something else.
You carry a notebook around with you and write down?
I don't. I'm not.
Because I would always forget.
Yeah, I used to, especially when I was drinking. Used to slur things into my
That'd be an interesting
phone
notebook
recorder.
to read.
Oh my God, I'd listen to it the next day going, yeah, no, I can't understand a word you're saying, drunk Liz.
Kittens, unicorns, what is this?
Oh my gosh, it's awful. It's like, God, this is good. Okay. I don't know what that means.
I actually have done stand-up
Okay.
before. I've done it a couple times. Did about 3 times. Because I wanted to get into it. I've grown up. I've been a huge fan of stand-up comedy for as long as I can remember. So I wanted to attempt it, at least just say that I attempted it. So I started writing material.
I booed him.
What's
No,
that?
I'm just kidding.
He
I said I
heckled you.
booed you.
Oh, you weren't there. I didn't even know you yet.
I wish I was there.
But a friend of mine who I'm still friends with, who is a stand-up comedian and ventriloquist, who's been doing it for a number of years. His name is Taylor Mason.
Mm-hmm.
He helped me out with some material and stuff. And one day I actually went and I saw him perform over in Jersey, and he's like, "How's your material coming on?" And I got a couple minutes. I'm like, "But it's not solid. I haven't really done anything with it yet." And he said, "Well, do you want to give it a shot?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I am not ready for that."
Really?
And he's like, "I need an additional opener." He's like, "So I'm asking if you want to do it." He's like, "Just go out there." He's like, "Give me as long as you got." He's like, "The moment you feel like you're losing the crowd," he's like, "Just introduce me and I'll come out."
That's a lot of faith to have.
I'm like, "Well," that's what I told him. I'm like, "So you're pretty much going to be waiting like 30 seconds and then you're just going to come out."
They're no longer friends.
We're
Let's put
still
it that way.
friends. He's a big supporter of the podcast too, so watch what you say.
They're best
But
friends.
I went out on stage. I mean, and you can tell with a microphone in my hand was literally like shaking like crazy the whole time until I got the first joke out. And then when I realized that the joke was actually making them laugh and it wasn't me, they were laughing at the material. My hand was solid, and I gave probably a solid 3 or 4 minutes before I ran out of material that I had written and I brought him on. But 3 to 4 minutes for somebody who's never done it before is an eternity. It's so long. 3 to 4 minutes for you now is probably nothing.
And I was always a performer, so honestly, I mean, I had a 10-minute set probably from the start, and there's still some of the jokes I used today, admittedly, but because that part of my life really hasn't changed, so it still rings true, but yeah, I never had that. I'm nervous. I've never had that.
Not even in the beginning?
No.
Wow.
Because it's there's a little bit of that like anxiety, that rush kind of feeling, or like, are these people going to like me? Or these people look like a country club audience and they're going to hate me? Like, there's always that sort of, you're trying to guess how you're going to do.
Yeah.
But once you just trust yourself and know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, I've always felt very purposeful with being on stage. So I never really had that, it's like I said, I just love it. Love it.
I've performed in front of large crowds. I was a musician in high school and college. I did theater in college and high school. So the big crowds never really bothered me.
So why did the stand-up bother you?
I don't know. I mean, because I worked in radio and I was in front of sold-out concerts.
I think you probably know. Don't say you don't know.
Dig deep.
What about the stand-up bothered you?
This is therapy with Liz Russo.
What?
Therapy with Liz Russo.
It is very.
I think it was more the actual speech aspect of it rather than performing music. Because, I mean...
that's very different.
Yeah. I mean,
now, was the material about you personally?
No, it really wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I guess some of it was. I mean, I did an introduction about... and Taylor actually uses it to this day in his act. He actually borrowed it from me, which I'm perfectly fine with.
Does he pay you royalties?
I was going to say.
No, he didn't pay me royalties. But I actually take that as kind of like a little bit of pride that he used something that I wrote. And he's a veteran at it. He's been doing it for, over 20 years.
Yeah.
But, I did something about different nationalities, oldest in the crowd versus youngest in the crowd, and how nobody cared about the middle. But then some of my other material had absolutely nothing, I guess, from shared experience, because I used to be a fireman, so I did a joke about why is it after somebody got out of a fire, they wrap you in a blanket. You're already sweating from the fire. Obviously, it's not funny right now.
There's no pressure.
No, not at all. But
I can see why he used
it. Yeah.
Death stares don't exactly work on a podcast.
Nope.
I think it's more the speech aspect of it, because I was never nervous performing on stage if it was music or theater. But
music, yeah. I mean, music's different. You could still play music and have the audience talking or dancing or doing other things. Yeah. Stand-up comedy requires the audience to laugh back at you.
Right.
It requires a response.
But I mean, even theater, I guess that was more acting than something that was, I guess, more of myself.
And you're on the stage with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they could be sleeping and you would never know.
True. But I mean, I was just as nervous doing
Was it Les Mis that you were in?
That was Adam falling asleep.
Were you the Anne Hathaway role? So you only had to be in 15 minutes of the play?
And then I was going till the last 5.
Now there's an image for you that'll kill it. Killing celebrity crush.
That is correct.
But I got just as nervous doing a best man speech in front of 50 people as I did performing in front of. So I guess it was more the actual speech part.
So what made you want to do it again?
I guess the challenge.
Okay.
Just the sake of saying I did it, and
you did it 3 times,
mm-hmm.
and then
I just never finished writing any more material. So
okay.
Yeah.
And now he's here.
Now you can say you've done it.
It's not.
And I think that's really important, because anybody who wants to try something should definitely try it, and shouldn't try it from the audience while I'm on stage. Instead, they should, because I think hecklers are just frustrated performers and comedians, and they want to be up there and they want to do stuff, and
but they don't have the balls to do it.
Well, it does take balls.
They want the attention without actually putting any effort into it.
Yeah.
Like writing their own stuff.
I think I'd make a damn good heckler.
Or, people who are really funny at parties are not always good stand-up comics.
Mm-hmm.
It just is different, It definitely is an art form and a craft, you know what I mean? So, but I think everyone should try it if they think, especially because I want them to know how difficult it is and respect the craft itself,
You ever need an opener, Ben's available.
There you go.
I would never...
With some good firefighter material.
Yeah. Firefighter material doesn't exactly
There's
work
lots
anymore.
of, I play a lot of firehouses and Elks Lodges and Eagles clubs and all of that stuff. So, that stuff goes over pretty well.
Yeah.
So,
not to say I would never attempt it again, but it's not anything on my to-do list right now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the industry is saturated with people who want to try and or be a stand-up comic. So you can chill. And I think maybe podcasting, although there's a lot of podcasts too.
I was going to say that's
I don't know.
Podcast,
yeah, but stand-up everybody.
I more enjoy just sitting and watching now and just laughing about it.
But you have probably a newfound respect, right? Yeah, that's
absolutely
cool. That's very cool. Well, I'm glad you tried it. Yeah. I'm glad it went well.
So I'm the only person here who hasn't been to jail and hasn't done stand-up.
Yeah. Now what can we
I do own a cat. I know you like cats.
Yeah,
I don't like my cat. Ben loves cats, though.
Oh.
I have 4.
Yeah,
Four.
I have one. Don't like it, but
Why don't you like it?
I was just always a dog person.
I am too,
Yeah,
but
I
don't tell my cats that. But I have to leave them when I drive to Minnesota.
And
So
cats can take care of themselves.
That is the only
Pretty
good
much.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are self-sufficient.
yeah,
Sometimes-
I can't. I wish I could have a dog, but I just don't have.
Take him or her with
I don't
you.
even have a boyfriend, so it's like
Not much
I can't.
different.
I really can't take responsibility for very much.
Not much different between dogs and boyfriends. Dogs
Yeah,
are probably easier.
They're usually more loving.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the cats.
No,
I feel like I could say so much right now, and I'm just not going to do it.
We're not
Drink
not
water.
FCC regulated, so
True.
I feel like we need a whole another hour on top of this, though. and
we
can't really go into it.
I will say we did play that one of the clips you had sent over to me, the shorter one,
Okay.
and there was some
Is that the helium?
there was some
one?
penis booping involved. So
Yes, there was.
I mean,
and deserved
they've got a
because
taste.
he made me want to cry, so I had to get him.
well,
back
that's like
in the
what you were
moment.
saying earlier. You don't take it personally. You try and turn it around,
Yeah,
and there you go.
I
That's a
do.
good way to turn it
I
around.
do, and women love that joke. Men,
I still found it fun. I think
that's good.
we all
yeah,
laughed.
we were laughing at it.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
laughed at it.
Well, that's good. That's the
But I also-
main goal.
I also
of
know
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, we also
I
know
hope you
better.
laugh.
We know better not to say something like that. Like sometimes you hear
Yeah.
what people say to women, and you're like, "What were you thinking?"
Yeah, and probably don't say a comment like that when you're naked.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, we still did it, but still, listen.
It's lucky they did though. As a,
I did it resentfully, but
Yeah.
you know,
I didn't enjoy it.
that's.
You mentioned
Now everyone has to go look up that clip because now they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, "What?" Is
Well, if
she
they heard
talking
last week,
about?"
they heard the
Oh, they.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
Yeah,
heard
we
that.
played the
actually
whole-
the audio.
Oh,
the whole
cool.
audio. Yeah.
So. You mentioned Richard Pryor as somebody that you kind of looked up to, or
Yeah.
I guess took as inspiration for stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Who else did you look at and find inspirational when it came to stand-up?
Well, it's interesting because I never thought I would be a stand-up comic, so I never really looked at it back then when I was watching stand-up comedy like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I mean, I was going to be a lawyer. And
That's a
then,
big difference.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? One makes money. The other not
One
so
tells
much.
jokes, one is a joke.
Yeah.
They should tell them more of the truth.
I really
That's
just-
why I
yeah.
don't do stand-up comedy anymore.
I really just wanted to play a lawyer on TV, I think, really, in my head. But
There's still time.
there is. Law and Order, call me. Do they listen to this podcast? Yeah. Mariska Hargitay.
No.
I love Mariska
If you have a
Hargitay.
union card, you probably do Law and Order at some point in your career. think everybody
I don't have any union cards. But anyway, I was in Duluth. Yeah, so I never, I really liked Rosie O'Donnell back in the day. When was that, early 90s? She was on VH1.
Whenever the koosh ball is
stand-up.
popular.
Right? Well, that's when she had her show, so this is way before
Yeah.
that, and when she was, nice and not political, and I don't even know, she didn't come out as a lesbian then, which, really, did we need that?
Yeah.
You
We kind of knew.
Did we really need that validation? We're pretty sure. But I liked it because she wasn't really pretty and she was overweight, and here she is and she has her own show. And I think, well, maybe I'm not very pretty and I'm overweight and I could have my own show, So I just was like, that's really cool.
Well,
And it's
neither
cool
of
to
us
do
are
that.
pretty, and we have our own show.
I
so,
think
mean, it's
you're
really
both
easy.
pretty.
We created our own show. It doesn't count.
That's true.
But it was just great to see her on a major station to have watch, every week. And she's a female comic too. You didn't see too many of them.
Mhm.
Roseanne Barr was great because she did something different with her sitcom, and she, produced and wrote it, and she, so I mean that's really great. She had so much control over that show, and it was her own vision, and she stayed true to that. And I think that's really awesome. So a lot of things.
Yeah.
Inspire me. Now, I mean, I love Jim Gaffigan. He's ridiculously funny.
Yeah.
He makes me really laugh. And that has nothing to do with me or my comedy. I'm not like that at all, but he's somebody who makes me laugh.
Do you watch his show
I knew that was
on,
coming.
on TV Land?
Not yet.
It's hysterical.
It just started, right?
I
Yeah,
think
I
they're
think
about
it's like
3
two.
episodes in.
Oh,
2 or
really?
3 episodes in.
All right, I'll have to
They're on Hulu. Though.
On
You can catch them.
demand
They're
it.
on Hulu if you have Hulu. If not, they're
Hulu.
probably
on demand.
But
I'll
his
be
show
on
is
it.
absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
And it's about his life with
Right.
his kids and living in the small apartment.
All
in New
80
York
of
and-
them. Yes.
Yeah.
He has a lot of
So
children.
it's funny though. It's really good. Show.
And his wife's really funny too. Like I follow her on Twitter. And
His real life wife?
his real life
Oh,
wife.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
Janine
meant on the
Gaffigan.
show.
Right.
Shout out. Yeah. And Jessica Curson is probably my favorite comedian, and I don't even know if you would know who
The
she
name
is.
rings a bell.
She's amazing, and she's also like the nicest person ever, and you should look her up. Jessica Curson. She's just hilarious.
Who else do you follow?
And we're very similar in nature as far as just kind of the way we live life and everything, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
So.
Who else do you follow now? Like anybody that you follow? Like,
On Twitter?
well, no, not on Twitter. It's easy to follow anybody.
Anyone who follows me at Liz Russo.
Yep.
But I mean, what other comedians do you follow? Like, are you really big fans of other than
Into?
Gaffigan and?
Well, I started with a lot of Jersey comics, guys in like little dive bars back in 2000, 2001 and on. So like Jim Norton, consider him like a friend, somebody I started with. Also sober since he was 16. Rich Voss, another sober comic, which was really cool. And he golfs. I hear not so well, but
just like the
you
rest
didn't
of
hear
us.
that from me. But yeah, an audience member came up to me after. Yeah, you ever golf with Voss before? I'm like, no, he sucks. Oh, okay. I will not tell him he said
That's
that.
a weird conversation that just came up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But he's really funny, and Bonnie McFarlane, his wife's hilarious. But yeah, Artie Lang, Reverend Bob Levy, Florentine Jameson, all those sort of Jersey guys. Like I started with them, and I would host shows in basements with like 3 drunk people. Like, and that's all we performed for in like South Jersey. Like it's just so, I just I love all those guys. I try to follow them, and I'm always happy for other people's successes, especially like if we started out together. It's really cool.
Do you still get to go to comedy shows just to watch and enjoy, or do you pretty much just perform now?
I don't like to do that very often. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm not a good laugher because I'm analyzing the joke or the delivery or the show or like, oh, that's really good. Oh, that's awesome how they did that, but
I'm going to write that one down.
yeah, no, can't steal.
If I switch these couple words around,
No.
no one will know.
Put it to a female's
Yeah.
perspective.
It's like, it's the worst. Because people are stealing things now, even Facebook statuses. I've written funny Facebook statuses that have gotten hundreds of likes, and I'll hear it at an open mic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? That's what you're doing now? Trolls, like
Ben, I feel it.
it's
Don't
awful.
you, not steal, but don't you get some kind of quippy Facebook
It
statuses
depends.
from somewhere?
I
Some
feel
of them
like
I
everyone does that with memes and the Facebook status and tweets and people lift. That's another reason why I don't really want to put my videos out there all the time. Just because, listen, I worked hard on that. That's for my life. Like, get your own.
YouTube's easy to steal stuff.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman in college, so we, those like, was it E-Bombs World?
Yeah.
That had all like the soundboards.
Sure.
So we had a Jack Black soundboard. And we would make, we were freshmen in college. We made some prank calls. Calling like McDonald's, because on that soundboard he had like stuff about chicken nuggets and fillet of fish and all this other stuff. So we taped one of them. The guy flipped out on us, like absolutely flipped, cursed at us, everything, and it was hilarious. I mean, it was so funny. So we put it on YouTube. It was posted probably in like 2005, but it has over close to a couple thousand views maybe by now.
Well, yeah.
But at some point, maybe like 5 years ago, we received like a message saying like, oh, these people posted your video and stole it. And I looked, and somebody else reposted the video on their YouTube page.
Oh,
and tried to like make it like it was theirs. Yeah. I'm like, that's weird.
That is weird.
It happens all the time.
It's not like a moneymaker.
Yeah, no, it's
It doesn't
very,
make sense.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially like I think in society now, like even kids coming up, they want likes on their Instagram.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I posted myself in a bikini, and they're like 12, and they're like, but I got like 50 likes, and like it's that constant validation that you're important, where and that's a little scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people will steal things because they
think it's good.
Yeah, and they don't have the originality or the whatever it takes to do their own, and so they take someone else's, and I think that's really sad.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
I will say I got 20 retweets one time, and I was so happy on my personal page.
That's cool when you do that, right? I love that when I get retweets. I don't get it very often. Colin Quinn would like retweeted something, and then everyone started following me. I'm like, that's power. That's so awesome.
I've done the same thing too. Like I'll post something on Twitter, and if I get like a celebrity that I'm following to either retweet it or favorite it, and I'm like, I'm having a great day.
Yeah,
like, I just made my entire
It is
week.
cool.
I made it.
Yeah, I get easily like starstruck by people too. I'm just like, that's awesome. But I've actually had someone lift my picture and use it for a single site. I was like, that's
Really?
that's
Hey, catfish?
yeah. I was like,
That's a compliment.
that's super sad. That's why would you do that? That's not.
That's a
For
compliment,
people
though.
listening, look up my page and look at what I look like. Like, I'm cute enough, but like, really? Like, I'm not one of those like bikini models. I'm like, they must have going for like just true reality. Like, they were like, what would be believable? I'll use this girl. Like, I don't know.
It's funny though.
It is funny.
I've never.
And someone sent it to me. They're like, oh my God. And it was a totally different person, different name, different everything. I was like,
Did you try messaging them?
I should have.
Yeah, that would have been
I
fun.
was like, you go
Let's meet up.
with your not me self.
It would be like looking into a mirror.
It'd be so strange. Yeah, I should have catfished as a dude and like met up with myself. Oh my God.
Use
That would have been
Colin.
interesting.
The
Use Colin
universe
Quinn's
would
picture.
Yeah. He's looking good too. I saw him and I was like, you know, because I opened for him and he gave me a hug. I took a picture like we're at prom.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that.
Yeah, I love
did
that
see that.
picture. Just like, he's all cuddly, he smells good, and he looks good. He's older, but I'd do him. Does Colin Quinn listen to this podcast?
Maybe.
don't
I think
know.
he wasn't he in town not too long ago?
I think he was. Yeah.
Probably.
We missed out on him, but
Both
if
him
we
and
have
Gilbert Godfrey are probably, you know, two of the biggest names I've, you know.
We almost had Gilbert on too,
And
right?
they were really cool.
We almost had Gilbert on. He unfortunately had to reschedule his appearance before we had him on.
He was
so.
supposed to be
Okay.
at Helium.
Yeah. He's done a show in Scranton. Like, he'll, you know, as long as you pay him, he'll do, you know, he'll do some local
Yeah,
shows
the
and
only-
stuff like
the
that.
only comedian who we've tried having on who we kind of had an issue with was Benson. Was Doug Benson, and it's just because he's I guess he gets so many requests now to do shows and podcasts and things like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
unless he knows you,
Yeah.
he just doesn't do them now.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was very nice about it. He contacted me directly, and he was
That's
very
cool.
nice about it and kind of funny at the same time, you know.
Uh-huh.
But you know, he was just like straight up. He said, "Yeah," he's like, "Unless I'm your friend, I won't do it."
Yeah.
I'm like, all
Well,
right,
now you got to
we can
become
respect
friends.
it. Yeah, yeah. So
think-
now we got to become friends with Doug Benson somehow.
It's funny because, I mean, we started out doing this mostly TV and movie related, but we're both big fans of stand-up. So
That's cool.
it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of different from some of the other stuff because, I mean, we talk about the box office, we'll talk about Netflix and all this other stuff. But
Mhm.
I really do think, especially you see a lot of stand-up comedians get into TV and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not all of them succeed, Dan Cook. But is that something that, you know, might...
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
recently unfollowed him on Facebook too. By the way,
You just
Was he
interrupted
mad?
my question.
was he
Sorry,
mad
I'm just
about
kidding.
that?
I don't think
That you
he cares.
Did he
unfollowed
send you a
him?
message?
No, but all he does is
He's
post
like, "How
pictures
dare
of
you?"
like his house and his hot tub and his Lamborghini, and like I really don't care.
Yeah.
So, like,
More
it's
shirtless pics, please.
Like, well, I don't care about that either. But it's almost
Sure
like
you
he's just
don't.
bragging about like the quick wealth that he made from his 2 years of popularity, and then
It really was 2 years. That's about it.
so,
He did,
So you
well, he
guys
did
aren't
that.
Dan Cook fans, huh?
I like his comedy.
You know what?
but-
It's funny because I was a big fan of his in college, and maybe that's every college kid.
Yeah.
And then once you mature a little bit, maybe like him a little
Well,
less.
different taste change.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of his stuff I do still find funny
Yeah.
from back then, but I don't know. I think people
He
just
had some great movie roles, though.
Good luck, Chuck.
You know,
That
I mean,
wasn't
we
one
were
of
just
them.
talking transitioning from like TV and movies, and you were like, yeah, it hasn't really succeeded, but he did all right for himself.
sure.
Getting
Yeah,
some-
I mean,
getting some roles.
I don't know. I guess maybe people don't like him because he got too big for his britches. Maybe.
Maybe
I assume you are a Dane Cook fan then.
I'm not either or really.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely like some of his stuff, but I'm not like a hater. I don't know.
I had heard like we had TJ Miller on. We didn't ask him about this, but I had
He's
heard
the
they
voice
had like
of the mucus. Did you talk about
Yes,
that?
we
I must
did.
listen to it.
How could we not?
Because I just, every time I see that, that's all I see in my head when I hear him and look
the
at him is
Mr. Mucus.
is
He
the
actually
mucus.
that was the promo he left
One
us
of-
too. We got
one
a
of the
promo from him.
promos.
He's like the voice of Mr. Mucus.
Yep.
It's so awesome.
He was a lot of fun.
He seems like he'd be fun.
He was supposed to be at Steel Stacks too, and then he had to cancel.
Bummer.
Found out it was a family emergency.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
They posted it on Facebook because they just rescheduled his appearance at the Truck.
Okay. Well,
good to know, and we wish him well.
Are you gonna?
His emergency was.
Bennett talked about Music Fest in the beginning. Are you gonna make it out to Music Fest or? Not a big music fester.
You know why? There's so many drunk people.
That is true.
And it's just not as fun for me anymore.
Bugs.
I have been one of those drunk people
numerous
times.
I have as well at Meatloaf. I enjoy Meatloaf, so shut up.
The band or the food?
Both, actually. One with ketchup.
That's definitely the guy.
Yes, definitely. I like to, yeah. But yeah, no, he's played Music Fest maybe, I might have seen him twice.
Meatloaf has.
Or like once at like maybe Lehigh or something, or Stabler. I think once at Stabler.
He has been local before.
And then here, I think
he was
he's
at
from
the
Allentown.
Sands, wasn't he? One time.
I think his family or something is from Allentown. But yeah, but Music Fest, and I see pictures, and I was so wasted, and I was like, why is no one dancing? It's fucking Meatloaf! Like, oh my god. And I just like made friends with some other drunk lady, and we were just, it was a mess.
That's a guilty pleasure of mine. I always listen to the Bat Out of Hell songs. That's a guilty pleasure.
Do you know a new album's coming out with Jim Steinman?
Really?
So I'm looking forward to that. Because they were like on the outs for a long time. And that's always my favorite album. His writing is phenomenal.
Because I don't think he's been part of the last couple albums with him.
No.
So I always go back to Meatloaf's role, one and only movie role I can think of. No, that's 2.
Spice World?
He was in Spice World?
He was the bus driver.
Oh, that was 3. No, I was thinking Black
Fight
Dog
Club?
with Patrick Swayze.
One movie turned into 3.
Yeah,
he's someone. Meatloaf.
Fight Club too.
Yeah, Fight Club. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in Fight Club.
That's right about that.
Totally different role.
I love Meatloaf.
And of course, the one movie I mentioned is probably the worst out of all 4 of those movies.
And don't forget Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm-hmm. Still a classic.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Music Fest brings in a lot of interesting acts.
Shout out to Meatloaf. Follow me.
I enjoy some Meatloaf. Not a big fan of the food.
I think Meatloaf's love child. Let's be honest. I would love it. Have a baby loaf. I would love it.
And Colin Quinn. Let's
Colin
get a list
Quinn,
going here.
Yeah. I have a weird eclectic taste. Celebrity men.
They're no Anne Hathaway, but
yeah, exactly. I like how we bring everything back.
It all comes full circle.
That's right.
Let's have a group of celebrity children. This is Meatloaf's son. This is Colin Quinn's son.
Yeah. Well,
Dane Cooks is in here somewhere.
I always thought I could do a coffee table book of just dick pics from comedians, because being a female comic,
and then you have to guess. Make it like a game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Turn
I wouldn't
to the back
divulge.
for the answers.
I couldn't. Well, I don't think I could divulge whose was whose, but I would probably give some clues and
you would say like,
confirm or deny. But I would.
These people's dicks are in this book.
Some matches their talent, some not so much.
Do you get a lot of dick pics from comedians?
If I'm going to tell you I'm going to make a coffee table book,
then
you should believe
yeah.
that I've gotten quite a few.
That is Snapchat for you.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because and it's funny because some of them are, fairly famous, and it's like, being a female comic's weird.
The underground
straight
world.
The underground world. Unattached and mildly attractive. And funny. Although I don't think funny really matters, because
I think it helps.
The female part's probably the biggest part.
Yeah. Yeah. Having a vagina. It's great.
Never.
I think the first part was probably enough to get them to send the pic.
Yeah. But, it's fun.
No booping going on, though?
No, I have to have some sort of decorum and diplomacy when dealing with dick pics of people I work with, anyway.
You bet you envy the female comedians of the 90s. They never had to worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah. There was no Snapchat.
No. Polaroids?
They would get probably like... I was going to say
weird.
dick snail mails, dick envelopes.
I'm sure they all got hit on, being and I almost consider myself a road comic just because I travel a lot, and I don't know. Do you guys watch Louis on FX? So, that one with him and Jim Florentine, I think that was the final episode of this past season.
I'm a little behind on
this.
I'm
not
caught up. I don't want to ruin anything.
She's like, you guys have seen it, right?
But basically, they have
remember this?
No. They have like a comedy condo, like that's something. Like road stories are just crazy, and It's weird because you can't talk to normal people about the life of a stand-up comic because no one understands.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I want to see, we talked about it on the podcast. What was that documentary? Misery Loves Comedy. Have you seen that yet?
No.
It's, what was it like? It had to be like close to 50 stand-ups that they interviewed during it.
And stand-ups from television too, like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Reiser, a bunch of, from all different times and decades.
I've seen a lot of stand-up comic documentaries, but I think I've
Jim
missed
Norton
that
was in
one.
it too. As a matter of fact, you had mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
Are you a big documentary person?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
They're
and
so...
I read a lot of nonfiction. Like, if I'm not reading stuff about, like, autobiographies, I'm reading about serial killers.
Oh.
Which is weird. But that's just, I watch a lot of ID Network and a lot of Comedy Central. I don't know what it is. It's very strange.
It's starting to feel very weird about being in a closed room.
Our doorway's blocked off.
Yeah.
That's why we kind of set this up. Originally,
Originally
we set it up so you're near the door so you don't feel uncomfortable.
now
we're
now
regretting
it's opposite.
That. Yes.
There you go.
Maybe we should change it.
I don't know. It's I guess it's the human condition,
Yeah.
And it's the same with comedy as,
Did you ever read
somebody
50
who
Shades
mass
of
murders
Grey?
someone. It's just same thing. I think makes us tick. Is that weird?
Did you read 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Oh, you should because
I listened to Gilbert Gottfried read
my God.
passages from it.
Oh, really?
I've heard that before.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I will have to
And-
check that out.
Yes, that is
It's
hysterical.
I can
it's
only,
hot.
is it like
It's really
Iago
hot.
from Aladdin reading them?
It's Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, we had, when it came out on DVD, we played a game that I guess it was BuzzFeed maybe that posted. It was
That's right.
quotes.
Yeah.
And you had to pick, was it Christian Grey? Is that his name?
Yeah.
From
Dorian Gray?
Christian Grey.
Christian Grey or a serial killer.
Oh,
So you'd probably be pretty
really?
good at that,
Ooh,
reading
I
up on all
would
those
be.
serial killers.
And the weird part was we actually got some of them wrong.
We were very bad, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tougher than you might maybe not think, I guess. I don't
I
know.
didn't watch the movie either.
Neither did
Or,
we.
read,
so,
or
I
read
mean,
the books, but
I didn't do either one.
yeah.
Although you probably would expect that, I guess.
What? That you guys
That we didn't read
it. Well,
There's 2 guys and 1 girl. Both guys read it. And the female did not.
that'd be weird.
What's one of your favorite autobiographies you've read lately?
I like Born Standing Up by Steve Martin.
Okay.
And I like Russell Brand. His Bookie Wook one was really good.
Yeah. Is it mainly
I
Canadian?
also, actually, all right, I take back everything I said about Meatloaf and Colin Quinn. And I want to say Russell Brand, if you're listening. I really want you.
Yeah, he's not with Katy Perry
'Cause-
anymore, so.
No, and he likes chubby girls. He's gone for big girls before, and recovering sex addict and
He
addict.
is.
He's a recovering
That's- I mean-
addict, but
So is Tiger Woods, but
nah. And this was back in the day. He actually went to read the book, Bookie Wook. But he's awesome. And
his stand-up special just went on Netflix last week. 2 of them, actually.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Check those out, yeah.
So I'm trying to think who else.
I know I'm reading right now, So Anyway, which is John Cleese
Okay,
from Monty Python. It's
Sure.
his autobiography. Simon Pegg's Nerd Do Well. He's become a big Simon Pegg fan.
nice.
And Kevin Smith's Tough Shit.
Yeah,
It's a fun read. So.
I read Tina Fey's
Bossy
Bossy
Pants.
Pants. I listened to it a lot of times on these long drives.
19 hours, that's a lot of
yeah,
autobiographies.
I'll
A lot of audiobooks.
Audiobooks are awesome.
Right.
So I actually really liked Amy Poehler's Yes Please. That was a really, really good book. What else? But yeah, so I like all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Did you ever try out for like SNL or anything like that?
I was an extra on Saturday Night Live for an episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was really cool because I got to go to the rehearsals and I
Mm-hmm.
got to be on the show and meet people and just be in the background, which was great, and get paid.
Yeah.
And
Who was the host?
Queen Latifah
Okay.
was the host and musical guest.
All right.
Oh, that's a...
It was during one of the Bush administrations,
I hate when
so
they do
it's
that.
going back quite a few years.
Yeah.
Not George H. Bush.
No,
Okay.
not quite that
Not
old.
that far back.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it depends on who it is. If they're the host and musical guest. Like
Mm,
Timberlake, I'm
Timberlake
fine
I
with
could
it.
do, yeah.
Love
um,
JT.
Yeah.
And he always...
Is that another-
he's
another
already,
baby?
He's already taken. So
He already has a baby.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel, that was a bigger crush than Anne Hathaway.
I could see that.
Yeah.
She's like a cool chick. Anne Hathaway seems maybe a little more high maintenance.
Until she does Wrecking Ball.
I was going to say, did you see the lip sync battle with her?
No.
Oh, she did Wrecking Ball. Phenomenal. Best one.
All right.
Best
I should
one.
be writing all this stuff down that I should be seeing, by the
Who
way.
is she against?
Emily Blunt?
That's it, yeah.
Blew her out of the water.
Nice.
Wasn't even close.
I don't even remember what Emily Blunt did. Like, that's how good her Wrecking Ball was.
Yeah, you don't need to.
No. I love how we keep going back to Anne Hathaway somehow during this. Although I'm the
I'm not
first
gonna
one that
complain.
brought it up.
You know, we have
You
to
are
have
the
a
first
string
one,
of
bro.
continuity. We'll
Yeah.
just, you know, it's...
You gotta have something to keep going back to.
Anne Hathaway and dick pics.
Not in the
Not
same.
together.
Yeah, that would be. You're going to start rumors now. People are going to be Googling that.
Anne Hathaway.
Curious, you mentioned her earlier. What are your thoughts on Amy Schumer lately with the popularity, being another female comic and stuff? Because she seems to have taken off.
Yeah,
over
it's
the
like
past few years.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't go a day without some new news story of her on the internet. It's
Yeah.
like ridiculous. I don't want to be a hater, so you know.
I'm curious. I mean, are you a fan?
Well, I'm telling you, like for my taste in comedy, I don't like her stand up as much as I like her sketch show.
Mm-hmm.
She probably has writers on her sketch show,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. You know, I think she's just a little one note for me. She's just a little younger than me, and everything's about, you know, vaginas. There's a lot of vagina stuff. And I think if it like somehow speaks to you and you put some personal in it, put some personal in your vagina. There's a tagline for you. Put that in the intro when you tag this podcast.
That'll be the name of this podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Put some personal in it.
You think we're kidding?
I mean, I'm happy
Well,
for
that will probably end up being the title of the
probably.
podcast.
I'm happy for her success, and I'm really happy that she champions other females and female comics, and I'm glad she's, you know, I mean, it's all good, you know. It's not really my thing, but that doesn't really matter. I can appreciate other people's stuff and what they do without, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some female comics do fall into that. I don't know. A lot of comedy is relatability.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're not relating to everybody in the audience, you know, it can be a little one-sided.
A little bit. I mean, I think as long as you're honest, people respond well.
Right.
You know, if you're coming across as somehow fake, or it's, you know, some kind of persona and it doesn't match who you are in some way, even if it's like an elevated version of yourself or whatever, it should have some truth to it, or else I don't think it rings. You know, I don't think it rings true, and I don't think it's as you can't connect to it and relate to it. But if you're honest, I think everyone can appreciate that.
So I think it's a little difficult to relate to everybody.
Oh, I don't think I don't think you
You're not gonna
should.
do
You
that,
should. I don't think
yeah.
you should try that. I think that's why being yourself's really important.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's cool. Like you don't have to like me. You know what I mean? Some people just don't. Like that's fine, and I don't take that personally. You know what I mean? It's totally okay if I don't make you laugh. Just don't come to my show, because I would like you to laugh. And I do, like, in my heart of hearts, want everyone to like me.
Right.
Because that's just my neediness. But, you know.
I'm curious, you know, you've been all over. So what, is there a city that has a better sense of humor than another? Like, I feel like there's got to be some cities that are a little more uptight, right?
Vermont.
Vermont's better sense
Sorry,
of humor?
Vermont. This is Erin, Vermont. I did not like you, Vermont.
Oh, so they were more uptight.
They were uptight, but they're also the most liberal.
Yeah.
So they're so liberal that you can't make fun of anything because everything's offensive.
That's no fun.
No, it's not fun. I'm like, listen, like, it's not, you know, and I'm talking about me. I'm like, no, you can't do that joke. No. Sorry, we're not going to laugh at that. No. We have white guilt. We can't laugh at that either. Like, it's just not, they were really uptight. I'm like, let loose. You know what I mean?
It's kind of a ritzy.
You might laugh in your own home about the stuff I'm talking about, but you're not going to laugh at a show around other people because you think they're going to probably, yeah. And that happens a lot, you know, especially like family shows or workplace shows, because people are looking around to see who's laughing at what. And if they're going to be judged for laughing at something, it's the dynamic of audience is very interesting. I find the most the best audiences are the ones that are mixed in age and race. They're the best audiences.
So you don't do bar mitzvahs?
I have done a synagogue on a Sunday morning. And it was like a male retreat of some sort, and they wanted, and I was like, why am I being hired for this? I was like, and I told the guy who hired me, I was like, listen, you've seen my act. Why? And I tried to talk, I'll do that sometimes. I'll try to talk people out of booking me, but it was good money. And I was like, listen, be really sure. He's like, yeah, raunch it up. I'm like, great.
Did you do the boop joke?
I don't know if I had written that joke by that point, but
okay.
I mean, I've done some crazy shows, and I have to say Vermont is the only geographical place that I found difficulty. Down south is great. The East Coast is great. It's definitely more aggressive. Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, that's the tri-state area.
Yeah, I think I was going to say the tri-state area feels like has a good core of comedy.
It does, for sure. But then the Midwest, they're super nice, but they are ready to laugh. They're very polite people, you know,
right.
in Minnesota, you know, and Wisconsin and cheese, and in the UP of Michigan, the Yoopers. It's basically Canada, you know.
Yeah.
I just heard that term for the
Yoopers?
first time.
Yoopers?
Like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was in the
Yoopers
Sioux,
for the
which
first
is the Sault Ste. Marie. They call it the Sioux.
SIOUX, right?
No. Spelled like salt.
Really?
SAULT. Salt. I was saying Sault Ste. Marie because, I don't know, I took French and it seemed like that would be the pronunciation, but it's not.
Huh.
Sioux. And then actually they abbreviate everything SOO so that people like us pronounce it Sioux. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
They dumbed it down for us.
Yeah, and the UP, the Yoopers. And, yeah, so, I mean, everyone has their own different dynamic. But again, I find that if you are true to who you are, they'll all laugh at equally. It's fascinating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can tell when
just,
someone's being fake.
Yeah,
up there.
Definitely.
It really does show.
And my thing is, we're all people.
Right.
I mean, we have a lot more in common than we have different. You know what I mean? Differences. So that's just kind of what I go for with, you know, with my comedy as well. But, and I don't judge people. I feel like when you start judging your audience a little bit, then it takes away, you know, like if you call your audience dumb for not getting your jokes, you know, it's like, well, they might be dumb, but it's just the way that they were brought up. You know what I mean? Have a little empathy for and understanding, and then you'll be able to tell that joke in a way that they do get it, or whatever it is, instead of judging and, you know, hating them for it. I find that stand-up comedy is very, I feel like sometimes I'm not like a regular stand-up comic in that way, because I don't think I try not to have an ego about anything and try to just let that go away and be very humble. And that's probably part of the being in recovery thing. But I think it's made me a stronger comic. Mm.
Are you familiar with Todd Glass?
Yes.
Are you? You had mentioned earlier, like doing the synagogue, and he had mentioned he kind of feels that corporate gigs are probably the most lucrative, as you said.
But, they are. They pay.
But they're also the
crazy.
Toughest. Because you kind of have to...
No, you have to be a certain comic to do that. I am not that comic.
Well, that's what he said, too. Like, he said the same thing. You got an offer for a corporate gig. He said the same thing. He's like, have you seen my act before? He's like, do you really want me to do this? And he tried to kind of, like, I don't want to say dumb it down, but, you know, almost like that. So
clean it up a little?
Well, you have to, you have to be squeaky clean, and you have to not offend anyone.
Well, he said
at all.
No dick pics?
Yeah, nothing even
babies.
Remotely risque could you do.
Well, they said they wanted him to be himself, but he felt on his own he needed to clean it up. So he went out there and he did, you know, a half hour, and he wasn't comfortable about it the whole time.
Because you're changing.
But then the guy came back and he's like, you know, we're wondering why you weren't being you.
Well, that's not that. I'll tell you right now that's not the norm. So whatever company that was that did that one corporate gig, that is not the way.
Well, he said that when he found out.
You sign a rider of like the crazy contracts of things. All of that stuff. They're very, you know, specific.
But he asked the guy, he said when they found out that, you know, when he found out that he was allowed to be himself and say whatever he wanted and be his usual person, he's like, well, can I go back
do it
out?
Again.
And he did. He went out and did like another 45-minute set, and it killed.
Yeah. And that's great, you know. Yeah, I find a lot of comics will say yes to things that they're not appropriate for because of the money. So I really need this gig. I'll try to make myself fit in this position that I don't fit in. And I think that's doing a disservice not only to yourself as an artist, but to them,
yeah.
you know. So, I mean, I'm not going to do children's shows. That's just not, if you've seen my clip.
I don't think Boop works very well with children's shows.
I don't think my DUI joke goes very well.
Who hasn't had a DUI? Huh? Come on, right?
I'm not going to do cruise ships. If usually that's an example too. In cruise ships, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll hire a comic and you have to do a family show, an early family show, and you have to do a dirty show. I don't think any comic can do both really well.
No.
I think you could do one really well and one you can try your best.
I feel like you could phone in the family show and get away with it.
Yeah, but that would just make me feel so dirty. I feel like
you're on a cruise.
I know, and you're getting paid really well. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Cruises
you know,
are the best.
and I've never been on a cruise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't been on one in a while, but
It's been
try
over,
it.
It's been
Yeah,
over
unless-
a decade since I've been on one. But
Do you get seasick at all?
No, but I want to see land. Like, I feel weird if I'm
Okay.
out in the ocean and then I can't see land.
Don't look out the window.
I could probably do that.
There's
though.
casinos.
If I
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
casinos and the restaurants and
Pools.
the pool and the water
The-
slide. Like,
The
There-
it's
food,
up for it.
food on cruises
Yeah.
is
yeah,
awesome.
I'm gluten, dairy, soy, and egg free, so and I don't drink.
Well,
So cruise might not be.
most cruises are all inclusive minus the alcohol, so actually
Yeah,
that might work out for you.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but like those are the corporates, cruises,
Churches,
colleges, big money.
Yeah.
And I think I resonate more with sort of blue collar, everyday people. I've done weird shows though. I mean, I've done shows for I did a show for 100 nudists.
Really?
So everyone's naked. I mean, I wasn't naked because I was with two other comics. I'm like, if you guys weren't here, maybe I'd try it. But yeah.
Where's that at?
In Moton, Pennsylvania.
I was
And
in
it's,
PA.
and it's residential, so people were there year round being naked. It wasn't just like a summer naked camp.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So,
That might be a bucket list.
and it was
No,
interesting
not
because
for me, huh?
well, it's interesting because my comedy might be, it's innuendo, but it's sexual in nature.
Right.
And their nudity is not sexualized at all. It's just very natural. It has
Right.
nothing to do with being sexy. You know what I mean? So it was fascinating. And I have issues, with things like maybe being overweight or, stuff in my act about that. They have no issues with any looks because they're freaking naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then they want to hug me after the show, and that was weird. I was just try and do that pat on the back thing,
yeah.
like,
Hips
The air-
out.
The
Yeah.
air hug.
yeah, the air hug. I
Afterwards.
was like, a lot of eye contact, a lot of,
Hips out,
So that was one, and they were a great audience though. They were really fun. Recovery audiences I find to be the most grateful and awesome.
Because they can relate to your material.
Yeah.
Well,
at the
no,
same
not
time.
only that, they haven't laughed for so long. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They, when
They could
you're,
use a good.
when you're an addict and an alcoholic and you're suffering, you forget what laughter is. You forget what life is. You really do. So once you get sober and you want to do fun things, you're not boring just because you got sober. You still want to do fun stuff. So the comedy's really great and they're just really big laughers.
Has there ever been a joke that you've written and then you've done, and you're kind of maybe questioning, is this going too far? And then you do it, and you're like,
Yes.
yeah, that was going too far. I'm going to take that one back out.
Yeah, no, because you can't take it once you do it. You
Well,
can't.
yeah, that's what I mean. You don't use it again.
No, I
Okay.
will use it again because I like it. But I might do it for a different audience, or maybe I won't. I don't know. But yeah, I do have. All right, should I tell you the joke? I probably should.
Might as well now.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am sometimes when I'm on stage. I'm like, you guys, are you gonna be okay with this? Sometimes I'll ask their permission before I molest them with my dirty humor. But so I talk about how I'm half Italian and half Greek, and that makes me 100% hairy. And but I take care of it, an hour in a weed whacker in the morning, and I'm good. But I do a little topiary action, down in the nether region, I have my stylist is Edward Scissorhands, so I do shapes and different things. But so I dated a Jewish guy who got really upset that I shaved my pubic hair in the shape of Hitler's mustache. And then his penis was all Heil Klittler. So, yes. See, so that's
the kind of reaction.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
But that's the kind of reaction
Funny,
you know
though.
you're gonna
and you'll
get.
never
Yeah.
hear another comic say Klittler. Like, I
Right.
should trademark that and put it on a shirt. Like, you're not, but anyway, so it's not
Hashtag
really,
it.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag Klittler. Everyone
Hashtag
listening right
anything.
now, let's make it trend. Hashtag Klittler.
Maybe that
So-
should be the title of the episode.
Maybe not.
But so that's, and it's, actually, I don't think it's that bad, but it definitely pushes
No, I mean,
them.
it's one of those things that the first
Yeah.
time it enters your brain, you're just like, oh, really? And then
Some
you
people-
kinda,
yeah.
it sinks in and you laugh about
Some
it.
people laugh, and some people go, oh, and then laugh. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well, some people think, oh, I can't laugh at that because I'm not sure why. Maybe it's anti-Semitic. I don't even know. Maybe,
Well, yeah, some
maybe
people
because she's
get-
talking about pubic hair. That's weird. I don't know. It's
a lot was just thrown at me.
a
right
lot of it.
there.
A lot of stuff.
Should I be offended? There's a lot of things. Right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's clever.
people get offended by a lot. I
They
mean,
do.
especially nowadays.
I have another one
Race.
right here.
Sure, yeah.
Go for
Right
it.
on.
Well, and this really happened to me. So I had a boyfriend. I don't want to do the whole joke, but his name is Vinod, and so he's Indian. Dot, not feather.
Okay.
Right. So,
You have to clarify.
yeah. Well, the name, not casino Indian, tech support. He was
There you
tech
go.
support.
I like that comparison better.
You like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
one?
That's a
Yeah.
good
His
one.
name is Vinod. You might know him as David from AT&T. So, and these aren't on my clips on YouTube, probably because I still want to work. But, so Vinod and I dated for a long time, and one time he asked me to do something weird, and this is like 3 years into our relationship, and we're having sex, and he asked me to pee on him. And that's the true part of, that's how, like, when you're writing a joke, I'm like, I have to write a joke about the Indian guy wanting me to pee on him during sex. Like, that's, I don't know if people will believe it, but it has now happened, right? So anyway, so I didn't know anything about the whole golden showers thing and whatever. So I actually had to look it up because I wanted to know if it had to do with him being Indian. And it turns out that I was right. He wanted me to pee on him because it's the only way to get that curry smell out. Yeah. So that's another one that kind of pushes the envelope a little.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why you don't put it on YouTube because people do get offended. And
Yeah,
that's
or
something you keep
they'll just be
in-house.
like, "Oh, she's too
Yeah.
she's too much of a risk to hire because I won't do that joke all the time.
Right, and I
I'll
think
do
people.
it for racist crowds.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna
won't.
say, I think a lot of people find that stuff funny. They just don't. Sometimes, like you said before, that they don't think it's politically correct to like laugh at it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, if you watch it or think about it back at home, you're like, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But you're like around your.
Wasn't that the joke that Amy Schumer got? She apologized for. She said she used to date Hispanic guys, but now she prefers consensual or something,
Yeah.
right? Something
Yeah.
like that. So like, and then she apologized for it, and I'm like,
If you have to apologize for the joke, it takes away from it.
I
Right.
think only if you're sincere in your apology should you apologize. I mean, if you really hurt somebody and you feel bad about it,
Mhm.
then by all means,
Yeah.
like you should apologize.
Yeah, I
maybe don't do it. Do it to that person or somebody who has been hurt by it, but I don't think you need to make a big.
You don't need to hold a press
Spectacle?
conference to
Yeah.
apologize.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well,
you
yeah.
And
just
same
wait
thing
to
with like
offend-
the rape jokes or like abortion jokes or whatever. You know, like listen, people get offended. Okay,
Yeah.
do what you got to do as a comic. Like you shouldn't be restricted. You know what I mean? Because it's
Well, that was
free
like that
speech
one
thing, yeah.
weekly update joke
Oh my
that
god!
I thought about if I wanted to do it or not. I
Yeah,
ended up
because you
doing
even
it.
asked me afterwards, like, should I leave this in? Like, yeah, leave it in.
Well, yeah, I did it after we recorded. I was like, if you want to take that out, if you think it's going to be a problem,
Yeah.
you can take it out.
I mean, if you're working for Disney, it's
Right.
it's understood that you should fall in line with a certain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, you have certain restrictions because you signed a contract and you work for a company.
Yeah, no-
you know what I mean?
No
but
Disney
when you're,
employee can say Clitler.
right. Name of my sitcom. But yeah, I mean, if you're in front of 100 nudists, why not? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if that audience, you have
Kinda
to be
like a
able to,
given you would have to say that in front of a bunch of nudists.
That's
you
true.
have to be able to read an audience,
Yeah.
you know? So if you're a professional and you're a good stand-up comic and you want to do a joke that's a little more racy, and you can read the audience and they're going to laugh at it, then go for it. If not, and you want to do it anyway, that's up to you. I try to do stuff that works. Because it's that ego thing, because some comics do have like a big ego and they just do it for them and they really don't care if you laugh or not. I care if you laugh because I want to be asked back and I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy that you paid for a $20 ticket and you laughed and you had a good time and you went away feeling better and happier, Yeah. I think that's what I do is a good job,
So rather than offend people on YouTube, you'd rather just wait and offend them in person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't. I mean, people are going to be offended whether you want to offend them or not, but I don't go out of my way.
People get offended over the boop joke.
Oh, sure.
I know we keep bringing up the same thing.
Small penis guys. They'll be like, I am against this boopage. They'll be picketing outside of my tiny little signs. But yeah, I mean, people are going to be offended no matter. I just don't go out of my way to do a joke to offend somebody or because I love the joke so much. You know what I mean? 'Cause some people would be like, I don't know.
We get it.
I'm not a shock person. I'm really not. I'm a sweetheart. I'm a nice person.
I think
Probably
we can
too
tell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you?
I think so.
Cool.
I mean, she did talk about how she reads books and watches shows about serial killers, but...
It's fascinating.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll see if we make it out of the studio alive.
That's
but
right.
She's at least nice about it.
I'll be hosting next week's podcast.
if
all goes
well.
well.
We're tied up in the closet.
That's a
tied
good.
up. I'm not even
I was about to say
alive.
that's a good time for me. I don't know. You guys tired? You guys look like you're ready.
No, not tired. No, but we only do
A lull.
We only do like an hour and a half podcast, and we're already up to like
6 hours.
like an hour and.
Yeah, we can wrap.
Not that I care. It just doesn't bother me at all.
Well, we can
What do you
wrap
do?
for now, and I think we should have you back on at some point.
Well, that'd be fun.
We could Skype that time if you want, if that's easier.
I
for
like
you.
it in here. I feel professional.
Yes, but we're kind of intimidated now to be in a closed room.
Hold on, let me take a
I'm gonna be
picture.
honest. I forgot that there was a light switch over there. That's why these lights aren't on.
Oh,
In case you're wondering why it's a little darker in here.
Yeah, because then when the motion.
Now nobody can see me
The
kill you guys.
the room is dark,
Just the one neon light
Yeah.
that they'll see.
which I think that turns off too. There's a bullet pull tab on top.
Yeah, I can't
Again,
reach that.
visuals do not work that well on a podcast.
Picture, if you will, a neon sign that says WDSR with a button on the top that'll turn it off. That do it? Okay.
Easy enough.
Master of imagery, you are.
Yeah, you know,
So.
podcasting is my true calling. Stand-up comedy is not.
And a face for radio.
Yes.
I said you're both pretty.
Well,
I'll agree
believe
with
that
half of
again
that.
later. Yeah. Well, your Twitter is
At the Liz
at
Russo.
Liz Gorman. Gorman. Why do
Gorman.
I keep saying Gorman?
I was like, who's that?
I don't know.
Liz Gorman.
I have that last name. It's Russo. I don't know why.
We talked to Burn Gorman before.
Maybe that's what it is. Like I don't know why.
It was a while
Gorman
ago,
stuck
though.
in my head.
Yeah.
He's not a stand-up comedian.
No, and I think it's because we had the story that his show got renewed, and that for some reason I just have that like burned into my head.
Try to focus.
I know.
All right, the Liz Russo on Twitter.
At the Liz
And
Russo,
isn't
because
it-
LizRusso.com was taken. I had let it go and lapse, and so someone's trying to sell it back to me for like thousands of dollars,
What?
and I'm like, listen,
I'll just put a the in front
I
of
was
it.
Yeah.
in Duluth, so no offense, Duluth, if you're listening. Hashtag Duluth. But yeah,
Hashtag Cutler.
my website is the Liz Russo, TheLizRusso.com.
You do Instagram and everything like that too? Or just
I do
Twitter?
Instagram.
Same thing.
Facebook.
Everything's pretty much branded at the Liz Russo. Do I say the or the?
Either way.
I've done
The Liz Russo?
both before, yeah.
The Liz Russo.
Sounds more
Either way.
prestigious.
Yeah.
If you say the Liz.
The Liz
the
Russo. I feel like you should have a British accent if you're saying Liz Russo.
TheLizRusso.com. Yeah, Instagram. What else do I have?
Facebook?
Facebook.
Facebook page?
Facebook,
Snapchat.
my fan page. I'm obsessed with getting likes on my fan page.
Well, some
I'm
people
like
are.
3,000 or something. What else do I have? LinkedIn? Google
You have a
Plus?
You have a LinkedIn?
page?
I do.
And it's on your business card?
Pinterest? I do. Here, I just made these new ones.
That's a thick
Wow,
business
that is
card.
thick. It's huge.
I know.
That's some heavy card stock.
It's not what I envisioned.
That is
But-
so much bigger than mine.
They're called...
I'm just waiting
No,
for it.
It's
I'm not
from-
letting you
it's-
touch this audio.
I got my business cards. Originally, I got them from Moo.com, which I love. They're serviced, but they got expensive.
I have to get mine out.
So now I went through Zazzle, and this is my second run, and I decided to pick the ones that said chubby, because I thought, I'm chubby. I want my business cards to also be chubby.
The difference.
I know.
God,
it's like
I can't even put this in my wallet.
I know. And I have 500 to give away now, so.
There you go.
Have you ever put together a CD or anything like that?
No.
Or have any interest in doing it?
No.
We have a studio.
Yes, you do.
It's gotta be
perform
tough.
A stand-up
I was
audience.
gonna say, I would think
studio.
if you're doing a CD, you'd have to record it from one of your shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
how
I'd
they
probably do
usually
a DVD more than a CD, but I don't know what would sell more. A lot of times on the road, people sell merchandise. I had tote bags for a little while. I had a tagline for one of my jokes and me in my caricature in cow print lingerie, which is also one of my jokes. And people bought those, but I can't afford to buy new ones.
You need a hashtag boop t-shirt.
I didn't do very well. Yeah, well, I was thinking about doing that, especially with the hashtag, because then people could follow me and hashtag it and have it trend. And I mean that's part of this business too. Doing the social media, it's huge. You know what I mean? And like I'm headlining the Funny Bone in Hartford on Thursday, August 27th, and that's a big deal. And I know that the Funny Bone will watch like tweets and stuff like that, so they'll see if I can draw people out. And then you go from there to being a feature on weekends and all over the country. They do the improvs, the Funny Bone. So it's just, you try to get that momentum of like doing one thing that will lead to the next thing, lead to the next thing. Yeah. But it's,
social media definitely changed the game.
It does.
In a lot of ways.
Even
as a podcast.
Yeah.
We've reached people, in Colombia?
Australia.
Yeah. Because some of the people we've had on were on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They would retweet it.
Yeah.
And they're from Colombia. So everybody that knows them back home you'd never think without social media, we'd probably have 5 listeners. All family members.
Yeah. They'd all just be our friends. Some of our friends wouldn't even be listening.
That's true.
Yeah.
Some of our friends only listen because we have so many listeners.
I'd have to text them. Download this podcast.
That's right. Yeah,
we need more subscribers.
And I haven't even done that many podcasts. But I did 2 others other than this one that in the DC area, and I just Skyped those. But
So we're your first Pennsylvania podcast.
Totally.
Hometown
podcast. I like
podcast.
it.
There you go.
Sort of.
That's the way to do it.
Close enough.
Yeah, this is only
LV.
20 minutes from Easton to get here.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Easton in November.
Yeah, Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood.
That's awesome.
We'll be at the State Theater, so we'll be going to that.
That's so awesone.
Got invites.
I'm
from
such a
them
Who's
too.
Line fan too. I would totally geek out.
Well,
Yeah, they
I'd be like,
changed
questions
it.
only, go. I don't know. I would
They
just be like,
changed it.
spaz.
and more scenes from a hat.
Oh my god, I'd be
Kind of
such
version.
a
Scenes
spaz.
from the Hat's so good.
Yeah.
I think that's what made me think if I had to do anything, it'd be improv.
You
Because scenes of from a hat,
Yeah.
I like to play along at home sometimes. So
Cool.
they'll do a thing, and not all of them I can't think of something, but some of them I'm like, oh, let me think of some stuff that I think's funny.
Yeah.
That's all that counts.
I think improv is great. Like, you should definitely, you can even take a class at Steel Stacks. They
True.
have,
Yeah, they do have
comedy
classes.
and stuff. And I think it helps in other areas of life in general, improv comedy. So, I highly suggest
It can make you more of an outgoing person.
It
I
can.
think so.
I think
I
they
would
do
say
a lot
so.
of it in team building, in corporate stuff, and if you're doing speeches or or anything really, it makes you more agreeable too, because you do that yes and, you know what I mean. So read Amy Poehler's book; she'll tell you all about it. I feel like I'm promoting a lot of other people.
That's fine. You're promoting yourself.
What I do.
TheLizRusso.com.
Yes, that's my website. I
Look
am
for her book
The
coming
Liz
out.
Russo.
Coming out soon.
One of these days.
And hopefully when you're listening to this, you've been to your show.
I
Well,
hope
not
so.
you've obviously been to your show, but our listeners have been to your show.
I'm gonna phone it in.
Show or shows.
Or shows, yes.
Yeah.
When are you
Thursday.
coming
Oh,
back
and
in town?
I here's another thing that's local. If you have a lot of local listeners.
A fair amount, yeah.
Yeah.
Philly and this area.
Okay. Well, in Easton, I also host trivia every Wednesday.
Really?
Starting back up tomorrow.
That's how Adam and I met.
So
That is.
Really?
I used to host trivia in that show.
cool. Yeah, I host at Rivals, which is right down the block from my house.
You guys are cut
If you're
from the same
stalking
cloth.
me,
Apparently.
we're Twinsies.
Trivia and prison.
That's some interesting combination.
You know?
And cats.
Yeah.
There's the cats.
He has more cats than me.
Yeah.
That's true.
Time for cat intervention. But yeah, trivia every Wednesday at Rivals in downtown Easton. You check that out.
When you're not traveling, I assume.
Yeah.
Or do you Skype it?
I try. I could. I try to. That's kind of like my day job. It's like my one weekly gig, you know. So I'm like, and they feed me wings. So it's pretty awesome.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to at least do that every Wednesday, if I am traveling, they'll let me off for a week, and I need a substitute to come in. So if you ever want to,
There you go.
There you go, Ben.
I just do like a PowerPoint thing, and you just go through it and have the microphone and make jokes and host stuff.
Make jokes. Sorry.
Shut up.
The crowd is very nice too. I get a lot of regulars.
When's the next time
it's not exactly like Stephen Bost, who is like the king of all trivia in the Lehigh Valley. But he's very serious and he is very smart. And I'm just more like, it's a game night in your living room.
That's what.
But in a bar.
That's how I was,
That's
too.
how
Yeah.
he was, too. Nobody takes trivia seriously. Like, it's a fun.
So many people do that. There's like some hardcore trivia people out there. Oh my god.
I would always try and change things up too. Like I did different categories all the time.
Yeah.
I would have rounds where I would come around to pick up like answer sheets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'd give you a topic, and if you could throw a question at me and stump me, I gave you more points.
Okay.
Or
Team names got bonus points.
I based my game on pub trivia, which is an actual like board game that you can buy.
Mm.
And so I based the format on that, and then I made my own little PowerPoint presentation to do all the stuff, and it goes on all the TVs at Rivals, so it's on like a huge jumbotron, and so it's a lot of fun.
Microphone and my questions, and that was about it.
I need visuals. Yeah, sometimes I'll do music questions and stuff. And
what was it?
Fun.
Sometimes you'll play like a clip from a
movie.
No, like but like the
TV
beginning of a TV show.
The TV show theme songs were always a popular round.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Did you ever play the Perfect Strangers one?
Oh my god, yes.
It's my favorite theme song, I think.
I had over like 500 television theme songs. I still have them, but I had enough that I could do different ones every week.
We should do like a Quizzo podcast somehow. Episode of the podcast.
We could do that.
That'd be cool.
I actually thought about doing the TV show theme songs with you and Steve.
Yeah, I would fail at that.
Bring Liz on too and just see how many she can get.
None.
As long as you play Perfect Stranger, she'll get at least one.
At least one, yeah. I'm a good
know
avid TV watcher for sure.
What are you watching now?
Rectify is a really good show on Sundance.
I don't think I have Sundance.
Yeah, I didn't think I did either. And then I
cable.
found it. But I had watched previous ones on like, I don't know, Amazon or one or Netflix or something.
Yeah, one of those streaming ones.
Yeah. What else do I watch? It's summer, so not
Yeah,
a whole
a
lot
of stuff.
Yeah.
America's Got Talent.
Ray Donovan. I do not watch AGT anymore. If I'm not on it, I don't really want to watch it. I'll watch if I know a comedian.
What about Last
and I'll
Standing?
support them.
Roseanne's a judge. Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. The thing
I'm
is,
not convincing her.
You auditioned for Last Comic Standing too,
no,
didn't you?
because I don't have an agent, and you need an agent pretty much to get you the open call audition for different producers have taken over the show over different seasons.
It seems like the format changes every season it comes back.
Yeah, and this one is great because it's Wanda Sykes who's producing it, and she's awesome. But
and Norm is a great judge.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all
Norm
great.
Macdonald?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was a judge.
It's all great, and I love when the comics are on there, and I hope that they get something from it and they go on to be huge. And like Mike Gaffney, he's the headliner on Saturday, on last Saturday's show, if we were traveling back through time, for Easton. And I, he's great, and he was on Last Comic Standing, and, he definitely has gotten a bump in his career, I think, from all of that.
I think that's where Amy Schumer started, was Last Comic Standing too. I know she was on it. She might not have won it, but I know she was on it, yeah.
I don't know.
Or very, very early on, like season 1 or 2.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But it's all very convoluted. It's all very staged.
Right.
So it's not really a reality show.
Per se.
Because, I mean, behind the scenes is a lot of, staging and a lot, who's going to get what. And, of course, they look for, all right, we need one white girl. We need, probably Jewish. We need a big black girl. We need a black dude. We need a gay guy. We need, they pick from all those different things, and it's almost casted.
Right.
It's almost a casting.
Yeah.
So
like if they already have a white girl, you're like, oh,
and
sorry.
all of them are already working comics. So someone like me who's driving to and from Duluth is not necessarily going to get on the show and become a big star.
Right.
Like
David,
you want to happen,
It's not like America's
you want
Got Talent. Where...
It's not that either. That's also, which is not good for comic because you have to totally clean it up, family TV.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, no. But you know what? I think everyone has their own path, and whatever's meant to be will be. So I mean, I don't think a show like a contest show is really where I'm gonna make my name for myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, it gets you some more exposure, but if you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
And I think that'll show over time. I mean, it does take time. David Huntsberger, who we talked to, was on that last Comic Standing.
Was he really?
Yeah. Now he hosts. It's called Reactor on Sci-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
talk soup. For
it's like
fiction.
a talk soupish kind of thing.
Cool.
Where they pick clips, like a
Do
Tosh.
you know that's the
0.
one? Talk Soup is the one show I requested when I got TV time in jail.
Really?
Yeah.
It all comes back around.
Fridays at 9 or whenever it was. I was like, we're going to watch Talk Soup because now I have seniority and I can pick the TV time. And then I got to meet at the Laugh Your Asheville Off Festival in 2013. I got to meet the producer of Talk Soup, and I told him that I made everyone watch it in jail. And he thought it was awesome.
So to kind of figure out when
Isn't that strange? How meta is that? It's just very weird.
To kind of figure out when you were in jail without actually telling us.
Oh, 2007.
Oh, all right.
And
Well, never mind. You just ruined what I was going to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you who was the host of Talk Soup when you were in.
So it was Joel McHale.
Joel McHale.
Was it Joel? Okay.
Someone hosted. Nope. No. Someone different.
Well, no, Joel still does it, but it wasn't always
Yeah.
Joel.
Oh.
No, I
I
think
did
it
not
was
know that.
Joel.
Greg Kinnear did it for a
He-
while.
Yeah.
Joel performed here
So
before.
did Aisha
at the
Tyler.
Sales.
Yeah.
2007 to 2008 was when I was actually in the facility.
Wait, Aisha Tyler was
She was.
really? She's awesome.
We'll have her on soon enough.
I like the girl from Boy Meets World. Was she did like
Topanga?
Yeah, Topanga did.
Danielle Fisher.
Yes.
Right.
Very good. Is that another crush?
No, maybe when I was younger. It is now.
Winnie Cooper.
Oh, that was
No.
one for me.
Yeah. All right. We're probably more in the same age. I don't know how old everyone is.
35.
28.
Yeah, you're too young. 30,
watched
37. I'm the oldest one here.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Recently 37? Or?
Yeah, but you have more cats. I win.
Yep, that is.
I can't be the oldest and have
Hey,
the most cats.
That is 100% accurate.
I have a story as to why I have 4 cats.
He collects them. They come up off the
'Cause
street.
Every time he kills a girlfriend,
Come here.
I keep her cat.
I keep her cat.
No.
It's like a trophy.
At least he doesn't read about serial killers.
See, now we've brought it back to serial killers. All right. I'll stop talking. We can
I
wrap it up.
once, and then, speaking of cats and stray cats, there was a lady, and this is going back to something I don't even know if I've ever talked about on the podcast, but I used to do 911 dispatching and call taking. And a lady called
kinda
to...
scary.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I did have to do night shift, though, which sucked. But there was a lady who called to complain that there was a stray cat on her porch. And she was like, yeah, I fed it and thought it would go away, but it keeps coming back. Like, no shit. Which I found out was Ben, actually.
It was
and he
not.
just
Was it?
collects
Was
them
it?
now.
911, what's your emergency?
No, if I'm calling
There's
911...
something cute and fluffy, and it's right outside my door.
Make it stop.
I fed it.
Thought it wanted food and it would go away. Turns
won't
out
go away.
it needs more.
If I'm calling 911 at 3 a.m., it's because I can't reach the remote.
Okay.
That is an emergency.
go to bed?
It is. My remote doesn't work. The battery's died.
Oh, that's the worst.
People call for the weirdest things. I'm not going to get into it. But
That's another time.
Holy crap, I just looked at the time.
do you want to wrap up? Is that what you... We can
I
wrap.
can keep doing it. I can keep going for a while.
can
but
wrap,
I mean,
man.
We do only...
Who knows what's gonna air?
Oh, the whole thing will
I'm going to
air.
edit
What?
this entire
No,
thing.
you're gonna edit it, right?
We never edit our interviews.
I'll edit a little part
Will you?
where you, like, looked at the clock last time.
Talked
And probably this part.
about the number of cats that I had.
No, I'll keep that in.
No, I figured as much.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. we love talking to comics. It's just so it's especially if
We're an
somebody's local
interesting
and
group of people.
Steel Stacks has been a great. I mean, obviously they're helpful over there, but I mean that's been a great revival of that area.
Yeah.
And lately they've been getting some really, really great people. I mean, we've had
It's definitely growing between the Sands too.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we don't quite have an in yet with the Sands, but with Steel Stacks, I mean, I can just look at the calendar and be like, oh, these are some really funny people. Let me get them on the podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll have to. We'll have you on again
Well,
when you come back locally. When are you coming back to like a local?
I'm actually trying to get something, and I have no investment in it. It's just something that I think would be cool. But there's a documentary called "Be a Man," and it's about a stand-up comic before the birth of his son, and what it means to be a man. So he kind of goes that. So, but it's him and another comedian. So at Steel Stack, since at the Frank Banco Ale House Cinemas, we can show the documentary and then have the guys also perform other stand-up comedy. They'd be great guys to have on your podcast as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Ryan Hill to get them out here and put that together, so I hope it happens.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll definitely love to have one.
Yeah, it's very
Get
cool.
them in studio, too.
well, like we said, we hope everybody went out and saw you.
I
Because
hope
at this
so.
point, you haven't even performed yet. So
I know.
we're sure it's going to be a good show.
If not, go to thelizrusso.com to see when she's coming to a place
See,
near
you
you.
can do this.
I never said I couldn't. I prefer you to do it.
Yeah, I know. So, but yeah, thanks again. This was a lot of fun and probably one of our longest interviews yet. So, which is fine.
Is that
Not
That's a
an
good
issue
thing.
at all. It's
Really?
a good thing, yes.
But really,
Yeah, that's a good
If we were a half hour in and we're like, oh, let's wrap this up. This sucks.
she won't leave.
She keeps
Stop
talking about dick
talking.
pics.
No, I think that's the moment we were just like, oh, all right, this just got interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that book.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not
Oh.
gonna look at that.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to
Oh,
have to
the-
find something
I
else.
immediately
yeah.
regretted saying that after I did. I was like,
You're
wait.
keeping that in the podcast, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
will.
No, I probably won't make the book.
Yeah, when I said, I was like, you know what? That was not correct.
I immediately regret that decision.
Oh, this is
So.
fun, guys.
Yeah.
I don't get out much, so thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks
on.
for talking to me.
unless
That's why
you're
I went.
driving
That's
to
why I
Duluth.
went so long, because I did 19 hours in the car by myself. I had no one to talk to,
Human
You
contact.
take one of the cats.
so I'm just
Take the cat.
verbal vomiting at you.
Well, do you have a
Cats won't travel in the car.
No,
They won't even travel on the leash. They won't be my roadies. I asked them, but they won't. I just leave them pizza money. Say have a party and I leave.
just clean up?
Yeah.
Just clean up. Is there? Are you scheduled to come back around here anytime soon?
I don't think I have anything local.
All right. Well, let us know when you do.
I will
We'll
for sure.
A, have you back on, and B,
plug it.
let people know. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. All right. We are going to take another break.
See you next week. That's our whole podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, we are going to take another break, and we'll be back right after this.